All right, Nick, in this video, we're going to talk about one area that you can refine as a hitter to make yourself a more consistent and powerful hitter. And for you as a little guy, a guy that doesn't weigh a lot and you're not really tall, this is going to be huge for you because you got to get everything out of your body that you can when you swing so that you can drive the ball with authority. And the concept that we're going to talk about here is when we swing, our hands are independent of our shoulders. And I'm going to demonstrate what that looks like with several major league hitters. And then I'll show you where you're going wrong a little bit here. All right, we got Chase Utley here, and we're going to get him into his launch position. Phase one of the swing. Now his front foot is landed, and he's ready to swing. Well, one of the things you're going to see him do when he begins the actual swing is this back elbow here is going to work down towards his back hip. But when he does that, he's going to keep his shoulders square to home plate. Yes, the hands are going to start to work into the hitting zone, but the shoulders stay. So you see right there, that back elbow is worked down, but look where his shoulders are at. Square to home plate. Now, even the hips have started to open up, and that's important. The hips are open, the shoulders are square. That's going to create torque and power in the upper half for later on in the swing. But by keeping his shoulders square to home plate like this, that enables him to keep his hands close to his body. Look where the barrel of the bat is. It's slotted here right by that back shoulder, and everything's close together. And as he continues forward into his swing, and the hands continue to work through the zone, even right here, at this back leg position, right before the barrel of the bat whips through the hitting zone, notice here that his shoulders are still pretty close to being square to home plate. They've opened up just a little bit, but they're still sideways to the dish. Meanwhile, his hips continue to open. And again, that's going to create torque and whip in this midsection. And that's all because his hands are working into the hitting zone independently of his shoulders. He's not letting the shoulders fly open when the hands work in the zone. And as a result, when he gets to this position, he's able to unleash the upper half into the point of contact, as you can see right there, and drive the baseball. Okay, I'll show you another professional hitter using the same concept. We'll take a look at Bobby Abreu here. All right, Bobby Abreu gets into his launch position right here, and you're going to see this back elbow work down towards the back hip. But when he does that, you see the shoulder stay square to home plate. And even in this position right here, right before contact, you can see the shoulders are relatively sideways or pointing towards home plate while the hips are opening up. And that creates coil right here. It allows him to unleash the upper half when he makes contact. So with that said, let me show you where you're going wrong, and we can work on refining this later on in our lessons. All right, so here you are in your launch position. Pay attention here. As your back elbow comes down, your front shoulder is going to fly open. Back elbow comes down right there, and look where your shoulders are at. Shoulders are going this way, and they're going with the hips, and they're going with the hands. We want to get these hands into the hitting zone while keeping these closed, and I'm going to show you what this looks like with Chase Utley right here. See the difference? Shoulders, hips, hands work into the hitting zone, shoulders stay on the ball. Now this is problematic for you for a couple of reasons. When those shoulders fly open with the swing, number one, you're going to be going across the ball. But number two, right before the point of contact, you can see here that everything's already opened up. And you're losing torque and coil in your upper half. And so you're going to hit the ball, but you're not going to hit it as hard. Now, one thing I want to point out with this is another way you can think about it. I want you to watch your first move with your swing. Your front foot lands, and I want you to watch right away how far your hands get away from your body. See how far they get away? And when those hands cast away like that, that can also lead the shoulder to open up. Whereas at Chase Utley, when his first move comes, they stay close to the body. They don't drift away. The barrel of the bat should never be this far away from your back shoulder in this first move. And you can see right there how close the bat is to Chase Utley's body versus how close the bat was to your body. So try that out. There's some drills that we can do to work on that. But I really like where you're at. You've made a ton of progress in such a short period of time. And this is the last piece of the puzzle. I want to show you one more view of it, just so you can get a better idea of what I'm talking about. I'll show you the side view here of your most recent video. And we'll pull up Chase Utley here on the left-hand side. Flip him over. We're going to get you into your launch position here. Great launch position. Work the hands into the zone. And watch at this point right here, you're at bat lag. This is where the barrel of the bat is starting to work up the plane of the pitch. But you see how you can't even see your shoulder anymore? It's completely opened up. Now in contrast with Chase Utley, when he's in that bat lag position, you can see his upper half is still on the ball. His Phillies logo is still pointed towards us, and we can still see that front shoulder. Whereas the label of your shirt is pointed more towards center field. So you've lost that coil in your upper half. For Utley, because it stays closed, when he goes into contact, he can unleash it and get a whole lot more power from his midsection. All right?